I just wanted to make a little video to talk all things YouTube, how I got into it, a bit of behind the scenes on YouTube, what goes into it, how it all works, and have a look at how you make money off it, how much you make off it, all those different topics. I know it's very interesting for a lot of people, and I was quite interested before I got into it as well, so hopefully I can help a few people and give them an idea of how it all works. Now, as I'm sure a fair few of you are already aware, I make four-wheel driving and camping videos on my YouTube channel. Now, I've just recently hit 20,000 subscribers. I'm just having a look at it now. I'm at 20,766. YouTube isn't my full-time job, but it is a part-time job, sort of about maybe 50% of my job at the moment. I'll just quickly tell the story of how I got into YouTube, like what started it for me. I started YouTube maybe about 3 years ago now. It was when I got into four-wheel driving and camping, probably 4 or 5 years ago. I went onto YouTube to learn about four-wheel driving and camping, places to go, how to do it, sort of how-to videos, all those different things. And I watched a couple different people on YouTube. I just found it very interesting what they did, and I always wanted to do it myself, I guess, after watching them. And then it was about 3 years ago now, I would have made my first video. Went to the local Officeworks shop and bought a $15 tripod to go on my phone. I just took my phone away on a couple of trips with me, set it up on the tripod and just shot a few videos around camp and on the tracks. Very basic. It was just some footage with some music overlaid, but that's how I started. And then watching other people, I realized, well, I'm gonna actually have to talk to the camera if I want to get anywhere with this. So I made a couple of videos talking to the camera just on my phone, and you know, got maybe 100 views on those videos. Got a few people said they were good. I guess that sort of kick-started me. Then I went and bought a drone and a proper Sony camera, and just started filming all my trips that I went away, and I just loved doing it. Now, I had very little idea what I was doing. I never owned a drone or a camera. I'd never edited a video, so I was just kind of making it all up and learning as I went. But slowly learned things along the way, build up my film equipment, build up my editing equipment, and you know, here we are 3 years later, actually sort of making a bit of income off it and some proper enjoyable videos for people to watch. And I guess I learned a lot from YouTube itself. I learned how to YouTube from YouTube, watching other YouTubers, not even in relation to four-wheel driving and camping. I guess just other people in general. Like, I took a lot of inspiration from a big one, which I'm sure a lot of people know, Casey Neistat. Even just watching people like PewDiePie and how they are on camera and how they talk to people, and with Casey, like all the shots he gets is just incredible. So I guess I use them for inspiration on creating my own videos, and what I saw they did, I would sort of try and adapt and make it my own, not just copying them, but I'd use them for ideas and inspiration. Now let's get into how you make money off YouTube. It's quite simple. You just basically make money off ads on your videos. Companies pay YouTube to advertise on the platform, then they distribute all the ads across everyone's channels on their videos, and then you get a cut from the ads that are on your video. Now once you start YouTube, you can't start making money off your videos straight away. You need to reach a certain threshold where you can then monetize, it's called, your channel, and then that will allow you to put ads on your videos. The threshold for that at the moment, let me just check because I wrote it down here. So you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours watch time in the last 12 months. Once you reach that, you can then fill out the application and apply to get ads on your video. Now, how much money you make off those ads is extremely inconsistent. There's no like set amount you make. It comes down to how many people click on the ads, how long your video gets watched for, how long your video is. So the longer the video is, the more ads you can have in it, and so then you're going to get more ads, more money per view / video. The type of ads that are on your video, there's just so many different things. Your video itself, like if you're swearing and stuff like that in your video, then it will bring down the amount of ad exposure and things like that you will receive. So what we'll do is we'll jump on here on the laptop, on the home YouTube studio, on the analytics page, which is basically you get so much information on here about everything that you can then analyze, use to, I guess, help you and see what's going on. So if we jump on the home page here, it's your home page. So you go up there, how many subscribers you have, 20,766. I've got 1,231 in the last 28 days. So it gives you a 28-day summary. In the last 28 days, I've got 185.1 thousand views. I've got 32.1 thousand watch time in hours, and the revenue is $1,475.18 in the last 28 days. Now you can see over here how your recent videos performing compared to your last ones. Your latest comments come up and your published videos. Now if we jump over here in the analytics studio, this is where the magic happens, or whatever you want to call it. That's what we're just looking at then here, the views, watch times, etc. Now you get here live updated views in the last 48 hours. Up the top here you got overview, you got reach. So there's the people I've reached, the views, engagement, so the average view duration, you got your watch time. Here you go, you got like the top videos by end screen. Jump over to the next page here, you got the audience, you got like the times they watch, whether they got bell notifications turned on, other videos your audience have watched. Here's subscribed and not subscribed, so you can see there, like a lot of people that watch my videos aren't even subscribed to the channel. Female, male, you got the age brackets there, so you can see my biggest one is 25 to 34 years. Top countries, so 71.1% of people that watch my videos are from Australia. Then you jump back over here, then there's your revenue. So this is the last 28 days. You can see there my monthly estimated revenue, so it's gone up quite a bit in the last 2 or 3 months compared to what it was. We're in October now, so that one's still going up, so that'll probably be 1,500 by the end of the month. And then you've got your top earning videos in the last 28 days. So up the top here you've also got your RPM, which tells you how much you earn roughly per 1,000 views. Now that's, as I said, that's different from YouTuber to YouTuber. That's what mine is, but it depends on all those different factors: video length, the appropriateness of your video to the audiences, what country your videos are being watched in, because some countries will have larger advertising companies than others, and those advertising companies will put more money into the videos and things like that. I don't even know at all, but there's such this like complex algorithm that calculates everything. Now what you can do, so let's have a look. So as I said, I'm about 20,000 subscribers. I monetized my videos a couple of years ago. So if I go back here, here's about Tuesday, July 31st, 2018, about the first time I monetized it there. Yeah, July 31st. So I got 56 cents in that first day that I put ads on my channel. And then you can see here across the graph, it's slowly built up over time. So we skip through to say the end of that year, you know, making sort of maybe around that $10 a day from YouTube. Yeah, around that $10 a day in December. Dropped down a bit again in January there. I remember I sort of went through phases where I wasn't really posting much, so that must have been a phase then in January. You can see here across the graph, it's slowly built up over time. So we come through to say the start of this year, here I'm like, you know, $10 a day, $40 a day, $30 a day, just depending on whether I've posted 1 or 2 videos that week, or even no videos that week. For probably nearly a year now, I've generally posted minimum 1 video a week, and then maybe once a month 2 videos a week. You can just see here, so up the top you got the estimated revenue is 13,156 since I started a couple of years ago. My average RPM is 5.46, so it's gone up a bit lately as well. But we keep coming through, see around August 2020, obviously the graph's much higher, you know, between 30, 20, as 83 a day, 30, 30, 20, 60. You get a bit of a rough idea there of what's going on. You can see down here my top earning videos. So the most money I ever made off one single video was this Moreton Island, made $425. I think that video is at about 35,000 views. But see, it's interesting because then we got this Hilux walkthrough, which is at about 80,000 views, over double, and it's earned less. So it's just such, like, it can be so random. And the Hilux walkthrough is a longer video with more ads on it. It's just, it's all over the place. But yeah, you can work your way back through all these analytics, check everything out. See, there's that Hilux video. It's got the most watch time. It's got 11.7k watch time. There's the Moreton Island one. All the different videos. But yeah, over, so 2,411,895 views on my channel so far. 400k hours watch time, 20.7 thousand subscribers, and there's the estimated revenue from that time. And yeah, if we jump back to the home page there, you can see what I'm at the moment. So it's basically like a snowball effect. The more you grow, the more income you get from, providing you keep putting out a video, you know, consistently uploading, because then your old videos will still be getting a few views as well in the background, while your new ones are getting more and more views. So just kind of like, your revenue increases if you are successful on the platform. There it is there. So $1,475.18 when I'm getting 185.1 thousand views at the moment. It all comes down to views. That's how you make money. It doesn't matter how many likes, dislikes, comments, subscribers, anything like that. It's just about the views. But talking of likes and comments, they are a big thing for helping people grow. So if you do watch someone you like, you know, people always say, oh, smash the like button or subscribe or leave a comment, all those different things. Doesn't make them more money. It just helps their channel grow because it is engagement. So YouTube then sees, well, this channel's getting a lot of engagement. It's getting comments, it's getting likes, it's getting people subscribing, and it helps promote your channel. That's probably the biggest way that you grow through YouTube, is YouTube promoting your channel on the recommended pages and the home pages. So if someone's on YouTube searching up you know, four-wheel driving videos or camping videos, if I'm over here doing good as well, then YouTube's going, hey, you want to watch Tyler's videos, and sort of keep putting them up in front of people if they're getting likes and comments and all those different things. So if you're watching someone, it makes a big difference to them. But yeah, if you run through here, you got all your videos. So I've got some here that are unlisted, they're not up yet. I'm sort of a fair bit ahead at the moment, so I've got quite a few unlisted ones there. You come through, you got like your views, your comments, your likes versus dislikes when they're uploaded. Come over here to your comments, so you've got all the comments you haven't responded to. Actually, if you're commenting to someone, if you leave a new comment, it'll come up here in their comments box so they can scroll through and see it. But if you're replying to another comment, it will not come up here. It will come up back on the home YouTube page if they click their notifications bell by chance and see it. Money I'm making at the moment, that comes back to that about maybe $350 a week, which is, you know, it's good money, but not enough to be full-time for me at the moment. Now that is where I make money off other ways as well. So I've got a couple of sponsorships where I make money through that. And then I've got the Patreon account as well, where I make money through that, which has brought it up. It's sort of doubled that through the sponsorships and the Patreon. But yeah, as I said, it's not enough to quit my full-time job and do YouTube full-time yet, but keep going and get there eventually. I don't particularly have any major set goals for YouTube, because I don't want to put too much pressure on myself or turn it into too much of a job, because it's something that I started because I love doing it and I enjoy doing it. I love creating things and showing them to people. I guess it was a real creative outlet for me. Like, I did it for a year, made no money off it, and then another year where I was making a few bucks a day, 10 bucks a day or whatever, and you're putting a big amount into it. At the moment, at 20k subscribers through the YouTube, and also run some social media like Instagram and a few other bits and pieces. It's taking me about 30, I'm putting about 30 hours a week into it and getting that $350 from the ad revenue and then doubling it sort of with the sponsorship and the Patreon and stuff like that. It's coming up, you know, say 700-800 a week for 30 hours work, which that's pretty good, but still gonna have to keep plugging away at it to get it to a full-time job. YouTube's something that for me it progressed a bit slowish, not slow but not fast like it can some others. Some people just jump on there and just really take off, you know, get it going real quick. For me it was a slow gradual build up, but it's something I guess you start doing because you love doing it. It's not really the place to go, especially these days, because it's such like a saturated market to go and get rich or make a heap of money from making videos, and it is a lot of work. See, now I've sort of cut back on my regular job a bit to put into this so I can got a bit of a balance, but for a while there, you know, you're working your full-time regular job, and then YouTube you're just editing on your lunch breaks, on the weekends, at night time, you know, after you get dinner and everything else done. Instead of sitting down to watch TV, you're sitting down editing videos. So you really got to put the work and effort to get it going. It's a bit of a running joke, I think. You always see it, YouTubers have it easy and do stuff all, and they just make videos, which I get that. I do get that, but it is a lot of work. It is a lot of work as well. It's not just something you can do easily. Now, I did put out a few questions on my Instagram for anybody that had anything to ask in relation to YouTube. So I'll just run through a couple. Does it seem worthwhile to pursue YouTube as full-time thing now in the future? I think it's worth it if you love doing it. As I said, the market's getting more saturated, but then there's also more and more people, there's also more market for it. More and more people watching these videos and wanting to see videos that people put out. So it's just about finding what you love doing, being creative, and finding your audience. So I think it is worth doing it if you love it, but it's not worth doing if you're just going to be, I'm just going to set out on YouTube to make money. And you're going to have to really put in that work while you're still doing another job to get things going. What is the best way you've found to gain subscribers? The best way, so that's actually another thing we can talk about, is thumbnail and titles. That's so important for YouTube. So I use Canva to make my thumbnails for my videos, so getting a nice picture, editing the picture so it looks good, maybe putting like a catchy phrase in the picture there. It's about being clickbait, but also truthful clickbait, because if you just make something up, people are going to come on your video and abuse you if it's not what you say it's going to be. But doing catchy titles and thumbnails are super important. When I started putting effort into thumbnails and doing them properly, it really helped my videos get more views. But I think in the start, it was just helping me get more subscribers, was just that consistency. So you got to be consistent with your uploads. That's the biggest thing. So I'm put up at the moment, now that I'm sort of focusing on it, I put up minimum 1 video a week. If you don't put up a video every week, you sort of see things drop off. Now obviously you need to take a break and a rest from time to time, but how I try and work that is I'll just smash out like 3 or 4 videos, so I'll get them ready for the next few weeks, and then I might, you know, if I'm going away or I'm having a bit of a holiday or break, so I'll work hard and then I can just have it all there ready to go while I'm away. But yeah, coming back, that best way to subscribe, to get subscribers, I sort of ran social media through it as well. I was always posting links to my videos on Facebook groups and pictures up on Instagram and tagging them, so I'd run through like the Instagram stuff and titling your videos correctly with like places. So a lot of people have found me through searching, so they want to go on a full driving camping trip to say Port Macquarie, they'll search up Port Macquarie full drive, up will pop my video. I've grown a lot of subscribers through that, and then once you get bigger, your YouTube will start recommending your videos to more and more people. That's basically the best way for your video to get views, is to try and get YouTube to recommend it, which is a bit random through their computerized system. But you can try and work it. If people skip the ad, do you still get the ad revenue? Don't think so. If people just skip ads straight away, I get no ad revenue for that. So that's a way you can support a creator if you want, just letting those ads roll through. How many hours work per video? As I said, I'm doing about 30 hours work per week at the moment. Like a 20-minute full driving camping video can take me 10 to 15 hours to put together. Even things like music are a big one, so you have to use copyright free music, otherwise your video will get copyrighted by the artist and then you won't make any money off it. So I'll show you here, screen record this. So this is a big one here. I use Andrew Apple Pie, which he gets used by a lot of YouTubers, but he's copyright free, so you can put his music on your videos. You won't get copyright striked, and you'll still be able to make your ad revenue off the videos. You can't just choose any which song you like. Now there are websites dedicated specifically to this, but I just sort of find most of my music through copyright free artists on YouTube. Anyways, hopefully that answers a few of your questions. If you are interested on YouTube or wondering how it all works, I'm happy to share the ad revenues and stuff like that. I know some people keep it private, you know, that's fine, but I know it probably maybe helps a lot of people see you know, how much money they can make off it if they, you know, want to put effort into it and try and get as a bit of a job and things like that. You know, obviously you still need to be able to pay your bills and all that in your home life. Just trying to think if I ran through all the things I wanted to talk about, but I'm sure I forgot a couple of things here and there, but ran through most of it. You get the general idea and you see a bit of the behind the scenes stuff of how it all works. And a massive thanks to everyone that watches these videos and loves and supports what I do and helps me, because obviously if there was no one to watch them, I wouldn't be here doing this. As I said, I never thought I'd get this far. I just started as a bit of a side thing because I love doing it. You know, just wanted to get into it, I guess, and it was cool to me, the idea of filming a trip away and creating those videos. I loved it more as I kept going and started to make a bit of money off it, so I was able to put that bit more time into it but still pay my bills. And here we are here, still growing, still going. 20,000 is pretty exciting, and you know, it's still only obviously a very small channel compared to what's out there, but we'll keep growing over time and see where we end up down in the future. It's kind of crazy to think I even got this far, because in the start, like, the thought of being on camera was terrifying for me. I was the most awkward person ever on camera, and it took me so long to get used to talking to a camera. And as I said, I just had so little idea. I'd never owned a proper camera in my life. I'd never flown a drone. Like, I never edited a video. It's been such a massive learning experience and so much to learn and take in, but the fact that I've loved doing it has meant that I've pursued it and I've enjoyed it along the way. Remember to keep liking all those videos, leaving the comments, watching through all the ads, all those different things that help support me and this channel. In this video we'll just cover how I got into YouTube. Restart. God, starting's always the worst. I just want to make a little video to talk all things YouTube related. How I got into it,